All right, well, welcome everybody to our September 21 recognition. I'm so excited to have everybody here with us today, and I'm trying to figure out why I can't see us here. Show thumbnail. There we go. Okay. So welcome everybody, and I'm so excited. I tell you, you guys had a phenomenal September. I mean, not just we had promotions, literally record-breaking promotions, especially compared to last year, and then our seller circle, phenomenal, and then how you guys are doing towards the trip too. I'm going to share some of that today too. So much fun, and some news at the end, just some reminders, and something that Bob and I and a couple of leaders have been talking about to help with enrollment as well at the end we'll talk about. So thanks for joining us.
And let's talk about those big commission checks too.
What's that? Oh yeah.
Those big commission checks.
I would love that.
Yes.
That's my favorite part. It's their favorite part too. All right, well, I thought we'd start off with Seller Circle today, Bob. So this is, again, just to remind everybody what that looked like for our third quarter. So we have all the levels from brass to platinum that we're going to be recognizing today. So this is what they're going to be getting. So this will be my next project starting next week. I'll be starting to get these together with your notes and your cards and everything, getting those in the mail. So this is what the front looks like, and that's what the back looks like. And so let's start with our brass level. So Bob, we had 69 distributors earn our brass level. So how I did it this time is, if you see a name in green, green means that it's their first time hitting this level. Because remember, they only get the pendant one time. They get the Bella Bucks all the time, but they only get the pendant one time. So that if they're in green, it means this is the first time that they've earned this level this year. Woo, so look at all these names. Can you read those okay, Bob?
I can. My new glasses, I'm still getting used to my bifocals, but yes, I'm good. So we got,
first page?
Okay, and we're doing just green, did you say?
Nope, all of them.
All of them? Okay,
yeah. Yep, because they all earned it. Just green is the first time.
Absolutely. Eleanor, Paula, Dotsie, Lisa, Valerie, Barbara, Rachel, Cassona, Nada, Shelley, Todd and Jesse, Patty, Val, Justice, Monica, Vanessa, Judy, Nikki, oh my God, Denise, Ashley, Sandy, and Patty. I love it.
And Carol's on the bottom. You might not be able to see Carol's on the very bottom there.
Yeah.
Well, and just to remind, so you see that number there to the right, that means that they're all going to be getting 5% of that paid out in Bella Bucks. So that's, if you're looking at that number, that's what that means. So the next group, Laura, Donna, Idina, Karen, Judy, Sean, Lois Ann, Julie, Melissa, Jessica, Joanne, Jennifer, Barbara, Margaret, Courtney, Christine, Angie, Jamie, Shelley, Kimberly, Mary Ellen and Dominic, and Lisa. We're still going, Bob.
Here we go.
Last name.
Thomas, Amy, Deborah, Laura Lee, Barb, Curtis, TC, Lori, Sarah, Hillary, Sharon, Susan, Galen, Sue, Doug, Francine, Tracy, Suzanne and Keith, Tammy, Priscilla, and I can't see. Something popped on my screen.
Liliana.
And I can't see anymore.
With Liliana, Jane, Wendy, and Jennifer. So that's the last of our brass level earners.
I think
so congratulations to all.
Yeah, congratulations. I think when people put a message up, it goes right in that spot where it hides 4 names, 3 names, and then I can't see the last one.
That's all right.
It's all good.
You can tag team. All right, so next, our bronze level. So when you're looking at this, they've earned 6% of the number that we're going to show. So we had 16 distributors earn the bronze. And remember, green just means it's the first time earning the bronze level so far this year. So do you want this list, Bob?
Sure. Sharon, Gina, Patrice, Kylie, Diane, Rebecca, Laura, Tina, Jamie, Danielle, Cherie, Diane, Dree, Darlene, Jennifer, and Jennifer. And if there's somebody else, Is there somebody
Nope,
after?
that's everybody.
Okay.
Nope, you got everybody. Good job. All right. So that's bronze. So then for our copper level, we had 2 distributors earn our copper level this time. So let's take a look at who they are. So Chelsea Winhawson, so that's 4,500 we had. So for the copper level, she's going to be getting 7% of that number in Bella Bucks.
Woo!
And then Julie Hadsel. Now, see that 3 next to Julie's name? That means she earned 3 levels. So she did brass, bronze, and copper all in this quarter. So congratulations to both of you ladies for hitting that copper level, and especially Julie, 3 levels in 1 quarter. So congratulations. Then we have our silver level, Bob. So we had 6 distributors earn our silver level. So for silver, they earn 9% of the number that you're going to see by their name in Bella Bucks. So congratulations to Julie. I'm going to try and say last name, Weiswanger. She did 2 as well. So she's earned 2 levels in the 3rd quarter. Elena Stifler, James and Darling Mcdonald. Now they also did 3 levels.
Woohoo!
It's funny that those 2 names that came up with that, they're both going to be talking today. So they're going to share how the heck did they do this? And then we have Yolanda Varela, 4. So she did all 4 of them in 1 quarter. So congratulations, Yolanda. Then we have Callie and we have Shelly Lindsley. So congratulations to all of you for hitting silver level. So again, look at that number. And for silver, you're getting 9% of that number. Now for gold, we didn't have anybody hit gold, Bob.
Okay.
I think that's all right because she just skipped right on past gold because I think she wanted the 15%. I'm pretty sure. And so we have 1 distributor that earned platinum. So congratulations to Jody Zavala. So look at that.
Nice.
And just a note on Jody, she hit this three quarters in a row. She has earned platinum. So that is just phenomenal.
Awesome.
It's like no matter what goal we put out there, she hits it. And it's just so amazing, Jody. So congratulations to you for earning that platinum level yet again, 3 times. So, and I have this little note here because I've been getting questions. We will have the Bella Bucks entered by the end of this week. I'm just finalizing the list, and Bob and I will tag team that and get those entered as soon as possible we can. But for sure, by the end of this week, you'll have those in your accounts. All right. Oh, got my little animation there. All right. So let's move on to promotions because we had a lot of fun promotions this month for September. So that, again, is just a look at our career plan that we announced in January. So for September 21, we had for bronze. So here's our bronze and silver. So what will happen with them is they will have their names published like we're seeing right now. And how do you get to be a bronze? Well, hopefully we have some new people who are going, how do I get here and how do I get my name in here and all this fun stuff. So you just have to personally sponsor 1 or 2 people in your front line. Then you're going to get personal commissionable volume. You have to have personal commissionable volume of $39.95. Your group volume needs to be 200, and then that will give you override commissions of 5% on your level 1. 15 bronze distributors in the month of September, Bob.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Isn't that crazy? Just,
All
I
these-
mean, crazy exciting.
Crazy exciting is right. A lot of new people coming on board, sharing the opportunity and the product. Yep.
Love it. All right, so let's take a look at who they are. So these are going to come up one at a time, Bob. So I'll let you read them as they come up.
Okay. Debbie, Lorraine, Andrea, Jesse, Diane, Patsy, Kathy, Shelley, Mary, Christine, Tammy, Nicholas.
Now, Nicholas, you're the only reason I didn't do last names here because you're going to have to tell us how to pronounce your name because that's a challenging one. I was going to say just Nicholas Olay, but you probably wouldn't appreciate that. So Nicholas, let us know how to pronounce your name so we can make sure we say it next time.
And Judy.
I think there's a couple more.
Becky, Howard.
Congratulations to all of you guys for hitting bronze. All right, so on to silver. So here's the requirements for silver. So you now have to have 3 to 4 personally sponsored in your front line. You have to have personal commissions remain the same, but your group volume goes up to 500 for your group volume. And then your overrides, you're still going to get that 5% on your level 1, but you open up that level 2 where you're going to get 2% on that level. So we had 5 silver distributors in the month of September. So let's take a look at who they are. So congratulations to Mary Ellen and Dominic, Sue, Jamie. Now here's Jamie. Had 2 promotions in the month of September. So congratulations, Jamie, Deborah, and Kathy. Congratulations to all of you. I went off that real fast. Let's show those names really quick, because good job, everybody, for silver.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then on to gold. So here's gold. Again, they get the recognition just like we're seeing right now, but then they also get that customized image that we do for them with their picture and their name and where they're from and their title on it that they can share through social. So that's for gold. So here's how you get to gold. Now you have to have 5 personally sponsored. Your personal volume remains the same, but your group volume goes up to 1,000 for your group volume. And then the override, you go from 5 to 7.5% on your level 1. And then your level 2 is at 2.5%. So let's see. So we had 2 gold distributors in the month of September. So our first one, let's take a look. You recognize this lady, Bob?
I do.
So some of them, they're so good at sending me their pictures fast, so that I could get these in there. So this is Jen Millette from Bellevue, Nebraska. So congratulations, Jen, for your new promotion to gold distributor.
Nice
And then
necklace
our
too.
second one. Yeah, pretty, huh?
Yes.
Isn't that pretty? That's a great smile. Love that picture. All right. Then our second one. So Colleen Vandoorne from Topeka, Kansas.
Woohoo!
Is our second gold distributor. So congratulations. And Colleen's been with the business a very long time. She shared a nice story with me when I sent her congratulations email. And just, she's been, I think, since 2000, I don't remember how long.
Way back.
Long time, but she's been doing this a long time. And her and her husband had been doing it together.
Years.
Her husband passed, but 15 at least, yeah. And so she loves the company, and she's back, and she's excited to be here. So congratulations, Colleen. All right. So then our director's circle. So a little bit about that. So for new directions, the only thing different now, they've got their customized image, but then they get their director's circle charm, and they'll get their photo on the recognition wall at the home office that we just set up for this past fling after they've been paid 3 times as a director or above in 12 months. Then they'll get their picture on that wall. So there's what their little pendants look like. And I wanted to show the wall since we actually have pictures of it. So here are the people that were paid 3 out of 12 months for last time. So this is where their pictures were on the wall at Fling. You get to look at those every day. How about?
I do. I say hi to everybody.
All right. So requirements for director. So still 5 personally sponsored. The personal volume now goes up to 100. The group volume is now 2,500. And now their override on their level 1 is now 10%. And then level 2 is at 2.5% for their override commission. So we have 1 new director in the month of September. So let's take a look at who this. Oh, look at this beautiful lady. So congratulations to Laura Bartigas from Peoria, Arizona. And she actually had 2 promotions in the month of September up to director. So congratulations, Laura. I know she is so excited. I know she's working really hard towards that trip. She loves trips. They really motivate her. So congratulations, Laura. So excited for you. All right, now Ruby. Now this was a fun one for September. So let's take a look at what they get. Again, they get their picture on the wall. And then the new thing for our rubies when they hit this level is they get that pendant, the ruby pendant. But they also have a little special place on the wall too, after they've been paid 3 or more months. So you can see this is all of our ruby and directors, and above on this wall at the home office. So here's the pendant that they'll be getting.
I guess I have to get some more. I guess I have to get some more frames.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
You're going to be busy for next year.
That's a good thing. I'm ready.
So then for the requirements for Ruby, now they have to have 6 active frontline. Their personal volume is 200. Their group volume is now 5,000. And then the override commissions are 10% and now 5% on their level 2. Now, this is what's really exciting, Bob. Look at that number.
Yeah.
7 new Ruby directors in the month of September. That is just a phenomenal number. So let's start. Let's see who our first one is. Oh, look at this pretty lady. Congratulations to Julie Beiswanger from, how do you say that? Valparaiso? I don't know how to say that.
Valparaiso.
She's from Indiana.
Listen, look at me trying to say it.
but congratulations to Julie. So excited for you. She's our first of our 7. So let's look who our second one is. Todd and Jesse Fraser from Phoenix, Arizona. Congratulations to them for being our next. Yep, that's our second of our 7. So congratulations, guys.
So they're moving over to the other wall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. We have to get them a new frame though, but yep.
Yep.
All right. Let's see who our next one is. Oh, look at here. So Julie Hadsell from Peoria, Arizona. Now look at, Julie had 4 promotions in the month of September. Because I think I sat down with her at Fling and she said, oh, I've been challenged to promote to gold. I just don't know if I can do it. Well, I think you did it, Julie. I think you blew it away, Julie. So yeah. I asked her, I said, can you join us today and just share a little bit about, because she was at Fling, she was very motivated by Fling. So I wanted to, where did you go, Julie? I don't know if Julie?
Julie said, I'm not public speaking, I'm out of here.
I just saw her too, so I'm not exactly sure what happened to her. But Julie, unmute yourself if you're with us. Something didn't happen. I didn't scare you off, did I, Julie? There she is.
Well, I'm here.
Hi, Julie. Thanks for joining us today. Well, but that was true, huh? You told me that you were nervous and not sure how you were going to promote to gold distributor in September, and now look at what you did.
Yep, it was. It's my upline that kind of challenged me to that, which she happens to be a friend that I met at another company's convention. We landed up becoming family, basically. I actually jumped on a plane and flew all the way to Canada by myself. So that's how that started. She is my travel partner. You guys have probably heard about her travel experiences. They're not always good, but hey, we love her anyways. And when Kim asked me today to talk about what helped me get here, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I went to Fling with my Pacey partner, my buddy. I'm like, all right, let's see what this company's about. And I will be honest, I got to see the roots and foundation of this company. And that made me even start believing more. From when you walk in the office and you talk to Lisa, she's the one that deals with all of us on the phone. And then you have Maria, she takes care of all of our money parts. And then you just got rest of the crew. When you get to meet these guys and see these guys and how great they are, you really start believing. So that helped me get started. I did that tour. I was believing in the company. I got to see the candles. I got to meet everybody in the back, and they were all so pleasant. They're the foundation of us. And then I got to be part of Flame. So what I've learned is listen and then talk. And what I mean by this is I listened to what people were saying. I didn't connect with everybody, but I connected with a lot. When I came home, I talked about it. And when another example of listen and talk is when, like, Kim put out those cute little labels and we didn't know what they were. I listened to what she was doing. I posted that on my VIP page. I did a little game with it. I talked about it. It brought business in. Vendor events. They're not always money makers, but let me tell you, you're going to learn a lot. You're going to listen when those customers smell those candles. Listen to what they say, because the next person may say, hey, well, I'm not sure what this smells like. You can tell them what the last person told you it smelled like. That's what you need to do. That's what I learned. I learned to listen and then talk about it. That's all it is. And honestly, Mia Bella gives us all the things to listen to. We just have to apply it. Just like when someone asks, hey, I'm looking for a fall scent. Look on Bella Builders or your team page. You'll hear which ones are selling. Talk about it. You listen, read, same thing in a way. And then you talk about it. And that's how I did it. And it was so much fun. And no, I didn't think I was going to make gold. I didn't think I was ever going to make director, and then Ruby just popped up. So guys, if I can do it, anybody else can. I'm telling you, have faith in your upline and have a pacing partner. And I have it. She was a friend, turned into family, my upline, she's my pacing partner. And on that note, I get to announce the very first Canadian director. And let alone, she's a Ruby director. Let's go, Sandy.
Thank you so much, Julie. And there she is, our next Ruby director, but not just Ruby, but our first, like you said, Canadian. So Sandy, are you there? And Sandy has 3 promotions in the month of September.
Yes, I'm here.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for the invite. And thank you, Julie, for all the kind words. And yeah, that meant a lot to me that Julie got to introduce me. I'm her, I guess, started as shopping partner, turned friend, turned family, turned upline. And I'm going to just reiterate what she said a lot of is I had challenged her. After she joined, I saw what she needed, and that was that she needed a spark. So I did my best to build her up, get her going again. And I did. I challenged her to hit gold. I knew that I was struggling to reach gold. In fact, it took me 6 months of trying, just could not seal the deal with the people that were interested in Mia Bellas. And then once I challenged Julie, I kind of had to, walk the talk. I had to do it. So she jumped right over silver, gold, everything. She really did, and very quickly. And I've got a great team under me, and it's because of my team that I managed to promote to Ruby. And also, I had to actually find those new recruits. And I found that coming to Fling, I got a lot of new ideas, and I listened to people. I kind of took some little tips and tricks here and there. And I found that I wasn't talking enough. I wasn't telling people how exciting it is to be a part of this company. So Fling really instilled that in me, that there's nothing wrong with talking about it. And so that's what's changed for me drastically. And that's how I managed to get 3 new recruits so that I could promote to Ruby with Julie, which means a lot to me, was just talking. And shockingly enough, the people who ended up joining my team, they're all gung-ho and ready to go simply because they saw my posts after Fling, good and bad. We all know about my travel experiences. We won't go there. So after they started seeing my happiness and joy and how excited I was, they all basically wanted a piece of it. They were like, well, wait a minute, like what was so big about this trip, And all I did was talk and keep talking, which many people know is not hard for me. And so that's really because yesterday I had one of my girls on my team ask, Sandy, how did you get 3 people to join in 5 days? And I told her the truth. The truth is I slacked at the beginning of September simply because I started a new job. It's not an excuse, but that's the true facts. And then when it came down to crunch time, me and Julie had definitely said to me, listen, I'm challenging you, Sandy, who is going to hit Ruby first, me or you? And that was harsh. I will admit that was harsh to have my downline say to me, I'm hitting Ruby before you. And so I told her, I said, oh, the race is on, honey. And she just knocked it out of the ballpark. She really, really did. So kudos to Julie. And that's what I also learned that I needed. I needed that. I always knew that I was a pacing partner with Julie, but that little tiny bit of competition. And the funny thing is, me and Julie both hit the requirements on the exact same day, literally within half an hour of each other. So that just meant a lot. And now she's helping me. So just because I'm her upline, it doesn't really mean anything. We're all in the same family. And that's the biggest takeaway from Fling that I got. It was the first time being a candle lady that I felt like I belonged. It didn't matter where I came from. It didn't matter how well I was doing. It didn't matter. Nobody cared. Nobody knew. I was just a candle person. I was just a distributor and had so much fun, met so many people, and was so welcomed. And as an aside, I don't know if Michael's watching or not, but Bob, can you please pass on to Michael? I sent in a quick order for these because Canadian Thanksgiving is this weekend.
Yeah.
And I really don't want to start crying, so I'm going to put that off. Okay. So I emailed Michael on a Sunday night. And he got back to me Monday morning. Not a problem. We're getting this out. I received my candles 2 days ago on Monday, just in time for me to sell them for Thanksgiving. So can you please pass along a huge hug to Michael for getting that out so quickly for me. And again, thank you to Bob and Kim and everyone at head office for doing the Thanksgiving one early for us Canadians. And for anyone who is new and watching it, you've got to come to Fling. It will change your business. It will change your life. I cannot say enough about this company. And now that I'm so in love with everyone there, I'm talking about it. And I already have another 3-4 girls that want to become part of my team just to see the joy and experience what I'm experiencing. So thank you guys so much. And big thank you also to Jay Ivany, who's my upline, and Jody Zavala, who has helped me and taken many calls for me in a panic. And of course, Kylie, love you, Kylie. Thanks, guys.
Thanks so
Great
much,
job.
Sandy. So excited for both of them. You know, I got to have a lot of conversations with both of them during the event, and it was nice to get to know them better and just see that camaraderie that they have and that friendship. And like you said, what is it? You want your kids, I mean, nothing wrong with having your kids be more successful than you even, right, Sandy, if you look at it that way. So great job. Thanks so much for sharing. But you know what? We're not done celebrating though, because we have more Ruby directors to celebrate. So look at our next one. Now, this is another lady. I mean, I don't know, Cherie is someone that is so creative. I know she thinks she's not, but she is. She shares all those beautiful photos out there too, all those images that she takes, she shares in our Bella Billa groups. She was at Fling as well. She was one of the trainers. She does sensational open houses and shares all of her knowledge with all of us and her team, and so excited for her success as well, Cherie. So congratulations on promoting to Ruby Director. So excited for you. And then next, oh, look at here. We have Ryan Winhawson. So he's from New York, Taberg, New York. So congratulations to Ryan. I know he and his wife, Chelsea, are both in the business. And Chelsea, they work very closely together, do a lot of events. So their success, you know, they do it together. So I just love that. So congratulations to Ryan. And then our final Ruby directors are Jim and Darling Mcdonald from Canton, Pennsylvania. Now, Jim and Darling also had 4 promotions, just like Julie did. So I've also asked Jim and Darlene to join us because they were also at Fling. So I wanted to have them share a little bit about what's been happening to them since they've experienced Fling. So Jim and Darlene, are you there?
Yes.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us, guys. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us. So the first thing I've had to say is when my wife said she wanted to attend Fling, I was like, okay, let's go and see what this is about. Up until then, we were just dabbling here and there, trying to learn the business. And then once we got to Fling, we were shocked when we were listed as number 20 in the top 20 during the opening of the Fling. So at that point, we decided maybe we should start taking this more serious. And our upline was MIA. He wasn't that very active. And we were able to be placed under Laura Hambley and Shelley Browning. And those two were a definite boost in getting us started, getting us fired up. Once we left Fling, we had a fire under us that didn't stop. And Shelley and Laura just kept pushing us, telling us we can keep moving further up. And that's what we did. We continually talked to people. We showed them our product. We went to different vendors events and just seemed impossible, but here we are, up to Ruby in 1 month. So we've set our goals to Sapphire, hopefully for next month, and we plan on keep moving. The one thing we are doing that to change our business is we just bought a small utility trailer, which we're going to convert into a mobile candle store. This way,
I love it.
just wait till you see it, Bob.
I'm going on the road with you for a day or two.
Okay.
So if people don't know, it seems like every week I'm at the home office picking up an order. Usually Bob's right there to greet me every time I'm there. So that's going to be exciting. We're looking forward to getting this started. We have a few great big vendor events coming up in November, and we just hope to keep on growing. So the one thing, if people are hesitant, don't take no for an answer. If somebody says no, they're not interested in your product, just say thank you and move on. Eventually you'll be comfortable enough to know that somebody's going to say yes.
Yeah.
And just like the top people of the company, once that one person says yes, they're going to tell 4 or 5 other people, and then you're going to grow like you wouldn't believe. So don't give up. Just keep out there pushing what you need to do.
I do a big craft show every year for the Moose here in Canton. I've been doing it for 10 years. Well, I was going to let one of the girls under me do it this year, let her get the experience. Well, she couldn't do it. And I told Mac, I said, well, I really not going to do it. I have so many events lined up. Oh my gosh, I was getting calls up to, you better be there. You better be there. So I'm going to be there. And one nice thing about it is we had just Monday put up our business up for sale. And hopefully our plan is to go south in the winter and get around here in the spring and fall.
Are you coming to Arizona?
We could. Never know where that trailer's gonna take us. But yeah,
Well, we'd love to have you.
people are calling me now, asking me to bring my candles because they've heard so many good things about them. I just did a really big one here in Canton this weekend we did, and we did phenomenal. I mean, I couldn't believe it. So
Well,
you guys,
congratulations to both of you. Well, and you guys hear that common theme though, really between all of you is really you're sharing what you love and you're sharing your passion, and people see that. You're not, it's not fake. It's like you guys are loving what you're doing and you love the product, and it really is contagious, you know, and I love that you guys are having so much fun with it. I can't wait to see your photos of you guys on the road. That's going to be a lot of fun. Well, thanks for joining us today, guys. I really appreciate your time today. And keep it up. I'm going to look for next, would you say next month with Sapphire? Is that what I heard?
well, we're gonna try.
That's our goal.
All right. Well, we're here for you. We're rooting for you. So good luck with that. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Great
All right,
job,
and then
guys.
speaking-
Thanks.
yeah. And so excited for them, you know, and we're still not done, Bob, because we have Sapphires. So here's what the Sapphire gets. So you look at here, we have the recognition wall, all that good stuff that we talked about, but they also get that customized director candle that we gave away at Flynn this time, because that was the first time we gave them away. And then they also have that private dinner. Remember, we had the dinner and business meeting during Flynn. So Sapphires and above also get that as a special perk of that title. So here's that candle that they get. So you can see I already put her name on the candle. So I kind of gave it away a little bit early. But here's the pendant that she's going to be getting, that Sapphire one. And look, there's just a shot of our dinner that we had with our Sapphire directors and above. So here's the requirements. So as for a director, you have to have 7 personally sponsored frontline. Your personal volume is now 300. Your group commissional volume is up to 10,000 now. And you have to have 1 director leg. So 1 director promoting your leg. And then override commissions, you get that 10% on your level 1, 5% on your level 2, and now you've opened up that level 3 at 2.5% commissions. So we had 1 new Sapphire director. So I'm so excited. Look at this pretty lady, Laura Hambley from Noonan, is it Noonan? I always thought it was Newman, Noonan, Georgia. And she had 2 promotions in the month of September. So you heard the McDonald's talk about Laura. Laura is their upline, and they met at Fling. So Laura, are you with us? That you can unmute yourself?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Laura. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you? Sorry, I'm in a car, but I'm in a parking lot parked.
Good.
That's all right. We're just glad you could join us. So congratulations for promoting to Sapphire. I'm so excited for you, and I'm so grateful that you were able to join us today and share a little bit about your experience since Fling.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's been definitely a wild ride for sure. Back at the beginning of the year, I just was ready to give up on candles. And I know, Kim, we had a long conversation and you guided me down the path to Shelley Browning. And I can't say enough great things about her. She kind of took me under her wing and really just gave me the energy and the boost that I needed to keep going with this. Then, we talked about, I know we've talked about it a lot. The candle of the day was her, she said, come on, I'm going to tell you about something. And her and I just challenged each other every day. It was a text, even if it was just a number, 1, 5, 7, we both knew what it meant. And she just kind of kept me going. Then I was very excited to come to Fling. And I knew I wanted just to learn and to grow. And as, fate, whatever would have it, I stumbled upon Jim and Darlene a couple different times. And then at the first lunch, they were sitting there and I walked over and I said, are these seats taken? And we sat down and just started talking. And they had asked, what are all the gray shirts people are wearing? And, we talked about it. They told me about, they didn't really have an upline. I said, I wanted to introduce you to Shelley. And lo and behold, we just, they became part of our team. And again, as Jim says, or as Jim knows, I have just said I'm speechless. And normally I'm not speechless, but with them, I am. They have just, they've been incredible. And talk about lighting a fire, they really lit my fire to keep going, because their ideas and what they bring to the team is amazing. And I'm so proud of what they have accomplished in this short month. Going from a bronze distributor all the way up to a ruby director is just amazing to me. I set my goal for ruby and they made it happen. In fact, Jim said, what is your goal for this month? And I said, I'd like to make ruby. He goes, well, you're going to do it. And so he's giving me the fire to push. I kind of dare to dream way out there that Sapphire may happen, and it did. And I keep going on my fundraisers and my vendor events. Though I know some of you may have seen, please be careful with vendor events. I was just scammed about a week ago with a vendor event with a loss. So be careful with those. Always check them. But definitely, this is the time of year to grow your business. And I think the one thing I can take away, especially with Fling, don't be afraid of the no's. Definitely don't be afraid of the no's. You're always going to have more no's than yeses, but keep pushing and it will happen. But I'm so proud of everybody, and I cannot wait to see where Jim and Darlene are going, along with their mobile candle store. I want them to come down to Georgia. I'm kind of lonely down here sometimes. But thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Laura, for joining. I mean, just so exciting to hear your story. And I know we've had conversations, and just to hear, your excitement and kind of a new beginning for you too with the business. So I love that. And I'm so excited for you and your entire team. Like you said, it's a family, and you all work together and support each other and cheer each other on. So I just love that. So thanks again for joining us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, so a big congratulations again to everybody, but we're not done, because, I wanted to remind people about that we have our Q4 Seller Circle, right? So we have that going on, but then we also have this little trip going on. So remember, Bob, they have to kind of choose they're either going for the trip or they're going to go for the Bellebucks, because they're, you know, we know there's some people that, you know, a trip maybe doesn't motivate them, or maybe the date doesn't work that they can go. So we wanted to make sure that everyone had something to incentivize them, right? And something to set that goal and work towards it, in our fourth quarter. So for our trip, now, Bob, remember I did this tracker form and I announced this at Fling. So we sent this out to everybody and put a little challenge out to people to submit their goals to me, because I wanted to see, you know, because, you know, when you write it down, it makes it much more real when you put it down in writing. And I also told people, put it in pencil, like put things in pencil, because you may have to adjust. And now we've had one full month, plus, you know, we started on the 23rd, but one official month for this trip. So here's what they got if they submitted their goals. And, you know, we had over 50 people submit them. So this is what it looks like. Callie was the very first one, and I hadn't even asked for goals yet. And Callie had sent me her goals before I even had done this. So that's why I'm showing hers. But this is what she received about her goal. And then obviously I did it in the Bella Builder group, but then she has hers to share with her customers and her team, because, you know, it's fun to get your customers, because your customers are who helped you achieve your goals too. And they love to get behind you. So it's fun to share this of what the goal is, what she's working towards, and get people behind you. So all of them received these for that. So I wanted to share first the progress. Now this is progress from August 23rd through the end of September. Now there's a lot of names on here, so we're gonna buzz through them really quick, but what you're gonna see is I put it all in the spreadsheet, and anyone who had 500 or more since for this time period, you're gonna see your name on here. But then what I also did is I said, okay, they have this much. How much do they need to earn the first level of that 9,000? And how much do they need to earn that second level for the trip to 2 of 12,000? And then what average would they need per month to do? What's the minimum average to actually achieve that goal? All right, so that's a lot of information, but I wanted you guys to see, and I'll post this out in a PDF, because it's, like I said, it's a lot of names. So here's the first one, and I wanted you to see those first few names there. So you've got Yolanda, Jody, James and Darlene, Callie, Shelly, Julie. Look at Sharon and Gina, Elena, those top ones, and you can see right next to that, it's either a yes or no if they submitted their goals to me. Now, if you didn't submit your goals, that's okay. It doesn't mean you're not working towards the trip. It just means you didn't share them. But I wanted everyone to see how they're doing so far. So you can see there's their PV. Next to it, it's like, how much left do they have to earn the trip for one? And then the average that they would have to do per month. So if you look at Yolanda, she just has to do 513 for the next 5 months to earn a trip for one. Or she has to do an average of 1,100 or so to earn the trip for two. See how that works, Bob? So they can see their numbers across the board. Whatever they're shooting for, they can see, what do I need and what do I have to do on the average for the next 5 months? Because we still have 5 months left of this trip, a lot of time to earn this. So I thought we'd just buzz through the names really quick, just so we can see who's paying attention here. And so everyone can see who set their goals in and where they're going. But again, I'll post this. So Bob, do you just want to do this first sheet real quick, their first names?
Okay. Ooh.
If you can see them.
Yeah. Yolanda, Jody, James and Darlene, Callie, Shelly, Julie, Sharon, Gina, Elena, Laura, Julie, Patrice, Jamie, Darlene, Dree, Chelsea, Barbara, Eleanor. We're going to need another hotel. Jennifer, Rachel, Nada, Diane, Rebecca, Todd.
And Jesse. That's
And
right.
Jesse. Yep. Jennifer, Kylie, Diane, Danielle, Lois Ann, Cherie, Jeanette, Tina, Shelley, Patty, Christine, Donna, Jane, and Nikki. And I know there's something below that.
Yes, Lisa, and Lisa's below that. Lisa Hannah's the
Okay.
last on that one. All right, and then the next list, we have Laura, Ashley, Christy, Sean, Monica, Sarah, Debbie, Idina, Suzanne and Keith, Karen, Judy, Joanne, Amy, Shelley, Laura Lee, Dotsie, Thomas and Danielle, Lisa, Nicole, Barb, Sandy, Sharon, Carrie, Delia, Denise, Val, Casonia, Margaret, Priscilla, Susan, Patty, Michelle, Patsy, Valerie, Mary Ellen and Dominic, Christine, Hillary, Michelle, and Tammy. One more big one, I think, here, Bob.
You got it. Galen Sue, Sophia, Courtney, Jessica, Lori, Lillian, Chris, Angie, Jennifer, Melissa, Jennifer, Faye, Francine, Viola, Michael, Wendy, Michelle, Chris and Crystal, Deborah, Lisa, Shelley, Elaine, Veronica, Paula, Carol, Amanda, Dolores, Julie, Mary, Tracy, Kathy, Melanie, Shelley, Judy, Doug. We definitely need another hotel. Doug, Suzanne, Lorraine, Barbara, and Michelle. That's all I could see.
Yep, that's everybody on there.
Somebody? Okay.
Oh, we have another one. Oh my goodness. So Sky, Deborah, Heidi, Marcia, Judy, Anne Marie, Judy, Cecilia, Allison, Tammy, Priscilla, Deb, Savannah, Maria, Fran, Lorraine, Deborah, Tamala, Susan, Ginny, Suzanne, Kimberly, Mildred, Monica, Brandy, Debbie, Melissa, Wendy, Ricky, Craig, Sue, Eileen, Joaquin, Andrew, Desiree, Jessica, Kristen, Kathy, and Linda. I remember I said it was everyone was 500 or above. So we had one more here. Brian had 500 or more, but these final names here, these are distributors who did submit their goals to me, but they weren't at 500 yet, but I wanted them to see where they are because they took the time to submit the goals. So I wanted them to see. So Olivette, Tracy, Chelsea, and Tamika, they all set their goals in, and I wanted them to see where they are so far for that time frame. So great job, everybody, working towards this trip. So again, I'll post this out there in a PDF so that you guys can see it or print it out for your teams, whatever you want to do. We'll have that out there. But Bob, so you saw those numbers, but that didn't include sponsoring because remember they get 100 towards that PV for everyone they sponsor with that $99.95 offer, right? So from the 23rd through the 30th of September, let's take a look at how many points, so they would add it to the number that I have in that sheet, okay? This is in addition to that. So look at all the people who have 100 so far. You wanna do these names?
Oh, I can do that. These are bigger.
I know.
Laura, Shelley, Lorraine, Judy, Tina, Kylie, Galen, Jesse, Diane, Sue, Patsy, Kathy, Shelley, Tammy, Denise, Nicholas, Jen, Judy, Connie, Thomas, Cherie, Susan, Joaquin, Lords, Monica, Shelley, Becky, and Amy.
And Kathy's not hiding there on the bottom. So congratulations, They all have 100. So they can add 100 to that number that was on those sheets. So next, we have those who had 200. So we have Jennifer, Danielle, Todd and Jesse, Jamie, Darlene, Howard, and Deborah all had 200 that they get to add to that number. About 300, Bob, you want these?
I'll take
Look
them.
at these.
Monica, Sandy, Mary Ellen and Dominic, and Chelsea.
Yep, 300 they get to add to their number. And now for 400, we have Julie, Allison, Callie, and Elena all have 400 for their sponsoring. And 500, Bob, we have one distributor who earned 500. So congratulations to Julie Hadsel for her 500 for sponsoring. But we're not done. We skipped right over 500 to 700. Oh. Look at that. There's those names again. James and Darling Mcdonald, and then Patrice Letty, 700 that they get to add to their total. But we're not done yet. Jody Zavala, 800 for sponsoring from August 23rd to September 30th. So that means she had 8 new people in that time frame join her team. So congratulations, Jody. Congratulations to all of you.
That's what I call smile. That's what I call smiling and dialing and walking and talking.
Well, you know, with all of that information, I just thought it'd be a good time for people to review their goals, right? You have the tracker. If you don't have the tracker, It's in there in our Bella Builder group, and it's also in your back office. You know, take the time to look at it and set your goals. We have plenty of time left, guys. We have 5 months for you still to earn this trip. So, and you may need to adjust. You may look at and say, okay, for September, I did more than I thought I would. So maybe you get to adjust it moving forward. Or maybe you had a goal for one trip, for one, and now you're like, you know what? I think I want to go for 2. So just take the time to look at it, readjust. You know, if you got a pacing partner, talk to them, talk to your upline, talk to me if you need some help, and look at this again and just say, you know, review it. Say, what do I want to do? Do I need to change anything? And maybe you have it perfect, and that's great too. But it's just a good time while we're still early on to take a look at it again and see where you are and what you want to do. So good job, everybody. So enrollment update, I talked about this a little earlier on the call. I've been having a lot of conversations. I think it started with Jody, and we were talking, she's like, that word auto ship. When I try to get people to join, it's a real negative thing to them because they just think they're locked in. And I mean, you know, those offers where you hear auto ship and it's like, just this amount, but then they keep dinging your card every month for something you don't want. And it just gets that negative connotation to it. So we were talking about it and we were trying to think of a word, and it was like, well, is it subscription? No, that's the same thing. You know, what do we do? Well, then Callie reached out to me and she's like, you know, I'm struggling with the word auto ship. You know, she told me, this is what I've been using when I've been doing my sponsoring. So instead of calling it an auto ship, she calls it a monthly website bundle. So this is the changes that we don't have them in place yet because we have to go through and make sure we're changing it across the board so it matches our policies, the naming. We're not changing what our auto ship is, we're just changing how we refer to it, if that makes sense to you guys. So we want to refer to them because when you hear bundle, to me that means savings, right? When you can bundle, it's bundle and save. So that's what we want people to be thinking of instead of that 30-word auto ship that people think it's a really negative thing. So monthly website bundles. So simply selecting a monthly bundle option allows active distributors to purchase at below wholesale pricing, right? So that's what you guys get to do. So all of their distributor perks and rewards are included with your monthly bundle selection, which is all of this kind of stuff, right? And whatever you as a leader do for your people, that's included in perks. And then check out our current rewards plan for more information. So it has our new rewards plan there. So then we have the bundles. It says monthly website bundle options, and it starts with the best value website bundle. That's going to be big and bold because we're hoping they don't even look below that. But that's that $100 option where they get the free company website. That's a $14.95 value, and they get 110 product points to use to purchase anything they want. So product that they're choosing, that's a $25 savings for those of that choose this monthly bundle, right? So that is really the best value. Now, we also have a great value in this website bundle of the $39.95 where they will get a company website, but they get 25 product points to spend to use on this product of their choice. So, you know, for those who maybe the 100 might be a bit much for them to take in, this is a next great option. And then the next one is the good value website product bundle for the same price at $39.95, but then they have to pay the tax and shipping. They get their company website. They get 2 16-ounce candles and 1 bag of Mia melts. And at any time, like we say on here, hassle-free cancellations at any time. So for any time they figure, you know, this isn't for me anymore, it's very easy for them to not do it anymore and just get out of their website bundle. So I'm hoping you guys like this. I loved it when Callie, the minute she said the bundle, I was sold. I'm like, you know what? It's so much easier to talk to new people about it. You know, after they've selected how they're going to enroll, this is what they have, their website bundles. And it really is a huge savings for them, especially that $100 one for them. Wouldn't you agree, Bob? That really is the best deal for anybody. And who doesn't, you know, personally, most people buy that much for their personal use in candles when you're talking about that. So excited about that. And again, we're going to take our time, make sure we have it all right on the enrollment page, have it across in the policies, all of that good stuff. But hopefully within the next week or two, you'll see these and we'll let you know when it's live for you guys. But you can start talking this way right now because we're not changing what an auto ship is. We're just talking about changing the way we're talking about it. That's all we're doing. Just so you guys don't, you can talk about it any way you want, but hopefully this helps with your enrollments. in your sponsoring efforts. So then, Bob, talk about growth here. We've been talking a lot about growth. Did you see this post that I put out there yesterday?
I did
We have
not
over
see that.
1,300
Oh, yeah, I
members.
did. Yeah.
Yep, over 1,300 members in our Bella Builder group. So that's over 90% growth since last October. So that is really exciting that we're getting so many people involved in that site, sharing and learning and keeping up to date on things. So excited that has grown so much. It's such a great group. And then I wanted to remind people that starting tomorrow, you're going to have your 12 seasonal winter fragrances that will be available on your personal websites for your customers. So that's good news for your customers. And for those of you who have your customers opted into the text, I'll be sending a text message to let them know to go to your websites that they can now start ordering these 12 scents. And then pumpkin, apple, and American pie pair nicely, don't you guys think? So this is going to be, saw me put this in an email and out there yesterday, said good things coming too. So we have our pumpkin apple and then also our American pie because we ran out of those. So both of those are going to be available starting Friday at 8 a.m. Arizona time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard in your back office. So look forward to those. We have 400 of the pumpkin apple and 250 of the American pie that will be available for you guys to order. So I know you've really been looking forward to more of the pumpkin apple. So there you go. And they'll also have, that bamboo lid as well. So, and then an update on our Hope candle. So I looked about an hour ago, we had 128 remaining. And Julie Hadsell's still in the lead to win that $300 because she currently has purchased the most of these candles so far. But there's still time. We still have these, and if necessary, I think we have some more, don't we, Bob? If they sell through these,
Yeah,
but
we
right now
do.
it's kind of slowed off, tapered off. But you never know. Could see a
Well,
spike on these.
It's all about the donations and giving back. And so this candle is still available. The month is just starting for cancer awareness. So yeah, we bought more oil and what a great gift for somebody. And yeah, I'm excited. I spoke to both of the organizations and they were just like almost in tears. They just can't believe what's going on. And because we don't talk to them really all year. And then I made the call and said, look, we want to give you some money. And they go, oh my God. And so we're going to drop some candles off there. I've sent some down to my niece and she's dropping them off at Olivia's house. And yeah, it's a good thing. And we'll do more of this going into 2022 because we need to give back a little bit more as we grow our company. And it helps with your customers and your distributors. I always call it a win-win. I always look for win-wins, not me win. It's win-win. Everybody has to win. So it's a good thing.
Great thing. Everything with the cause and your generosity, it really does. It makes people, they fall in love with this company for several reasons, but that is definitely one of the reasons. But, well, Bob, I wanted to share some good news too, because I shared it with you a little bit earlier since we're kind of celebrating, but I was supposed to go on vacation. Well, I still kind of am. I'm supposed to be going out of town tomorrow and visit my son in Tennessee and my grandson and daughter-in-law. And he called me and said, can you cancel your flight? And I'm like, what? Why do I want to cancel my flight? He's like, well, it's the only time that we have to go look for a new house. I'm like, what do you mean you're looking for a new house? And he's like, yeah, we're looking in Eloy. And he didn't think I knew where Eloy was. And I'm like, you're looking in Eloy, Arizona? And he's like, we are. We're coming out there to look for houses. And they're coming tomorrow. So I get to watch Ben here instead of there. And they're going to be moving here. He officially, he just transferred with his job. He's going to be starting November 1st officially here in Eloy, Arizona. And he's moving to Chandler, which is literally 15 minutes away from me. So I thought I'd share that with you.
Yeah.
Makes the mama happy to have both her boys in the same state now. I thought, so guys, I may be, a little behind on posting and things. And if you, but I got to spend time with the grandson, but I'll still be here. But I just want to let you guys know that. But so, well, congratulations again to everybody. Exciting. I know we thought September was exciting. I know you guys are going to totally amaze us in October. You already are. So just remember our little theme that, there we go. October is the month of opportunities. So take advantage of all those opportunities that, with all the events and fundraisers and everything I have to offer you to help you grow your business and grow your team. So you guys have a great rest of your week, and thanks for joining us. And thanks, Bob. Have a good one, everybody.
Bye, guys.